Hi, my name is Madison Rivers, and I'm going to be doing a case analysis on Coca-Cola Company versus Coke Company of America. I'm going to start off talking about Coca-Cola Company and how they became popular. So, Coca-Cola is a widespread brand known for their delicious beverages, specifically for Coca-Cola. It originated in May of 1886, created by Dr. John S. Pemberton. He was a pharmacist at Jacobs Pharmacy in Atlanta, Georgia. He originally created this beverage he described it as a healthy tonic made with coca leaves, which is cocaine, wine, and cola nuts, which was caffeine. So he originally created this as a stimulant to help with morphine addiction. His idea came into fruition with his bookkeeper, Frank Robinson, who created the name and the popular script. In 1888, the formula was purchased by Asa G. Candler, a salesman in Atlanta, Georgia. He made deals to have Coca-Cola being bottled and distributed in 1899. In 1903, cocaine was completely removed from the drink. The Coke bottle became standardized by 1916. In 1919, Candler sold the drink to Ernest Woodruff for $25 million. Woodruff started Coca-Cola's expansion internationally, and now Coca-Cola has more than 200 brands worldwide and is sold in more than 200 countries. Net income in the last 5 years for Coca-Cola has increased by $2.88 billion. Revenue has increased by $14.05 billion, and the cash flow has decreased by $3.04 billion, which is 30.9%. Their income sources come from manufacturing, selling, and advertising their drink syrups and beverages. Now, Coke Company of America was a beverage competitor created in 1910 that only became legally significant through the United States Supreme Court case between the Coca-Cola Company in 1920. This case in 1920 was a landmark case that was a trademark infringement suit. Coca-Cola Company sued Coke Company of America for using the name Coke, claiming that Coke was selling a substitute beverage, in other words, counterfeit goods, claiming that it was healthier and gaining profit from Coca-Cola's advertisement. This case was first established in 1909 in district court, ruling in favor of Coca-Cola. The court agreed that it was a trademark infringement case. A trademark infringement is whenever a trademark is copied to a substantial degree or entirely by another, intentionally or unintentionally. Coca-Cola argued that the defendant's product was a deliberate imitation designed to steal market share. Coke's trademark was registered in both 1881 and 1905 under the Acts of Congress. Coke Company appealed district court's decision, claiming that even if it were an infringer, the trademark should be invalid due to the fraudulent representation. They alleged that the name and imagery falsely suggested the drink still contained cocaine. The Coke Company and other defendants alleged that the name Coca-Cola, represented that the beverage contained cocaine, which it no longer did. Coke contended that since the formula had changed to remove the ingredient, the branding was deceptive, which voided protection against the infringement. The trial court granted injunction against the Coke Company. Coca-Cola Company appealed to the United States Supreme Court. The Supreme Court decided to affirm the district court's decision upholding Coca-Cola's trademark, ruling it as a trademark violation. So they reached this conclusion because Coca-Cola's product no longer contained cocaine in it as of 1900. They had to have at least had taken it out by 1906 due to the Food and Drug Administration being passed, which required truthful labeling. Coke was believed to have taken it out far before that, and the only defense that Supreme Court gave the Coke company was that only an ignorant person would purchase the drink in hopes of there still being cocaine in it. The plaintiff's position must be judged by the fact as they were when the suit began, not by the facts of a different condition at an earlier time. The main point of this case was that the name Coca-Cola gained a secondary meaning in the minds of the public, referring to the product itself rather than the specific ingredients in the drink. The trademark for years had acquired a secondary meaning. Coca-Cola meant nothing other than a familiar, unique drink found in soda machines. The court noted that Coca-Cola had publicly advertised that there wasn't any more cocaine in the drink, ensuring consumers were informed about the change. Following the removal of cocaine from its formula in 1900, Coca-Cola sales saw a tremendous increase driven by aggressive marketing campaigns across the United States, Canada, and Europe. Supreme Court found Coke guilty of unfair competition, intentionally passing off its imitation beverage as Coca-Cola to capitalize off of its goodwill and reputation. One effect that this case had on society was the Supreme Court ruling established a powerful precedent for the trademark protection. The case additionally serves as a foundational precedent in trademark law. This case is an example of intellectual property infringement, more specifically trademark infringement. I agree with the Supreme Court's conclusion to uphold the district court's ruling regarding Coca-Cola's trademark. The court recognized that the brand acquired secondary meaning. I do believe that the Coke Company of America was trying to benefit off of Coca-Cola's advertisement, and that they were just trying to confuse customers into buying their product, claiming that it was healthier than Coca-Cola's.